New shoe day, new shoe day. What do we got, what do we got? Ooh, Asics. Ah, give me that. Asics, what do we got? Oh, Superblast. Flight foam turbo, but what the hell are they for? What am I meant to do with these? Are these recovery shoes? Marathon day shoes? Half marathon shoes? Long run shoes? I've got absolutely no idea. But here's the thing. I know a couple of people who'll be able to tell me. Hey guys, yeah I know, it's me. I thought I'd give you a call because I've got absolutely no idea what these are for. And I bought them because you had them on your channel. So, what am I meant to do with them?
Hey 40, glad you called over here to the States to get, I don't know, our opinion on the Nova Blast? Superblast.
Superblast.
I know, I always get it confused because they're similar shoes, but this is a Superblast. And why that's important is, of course, you get those two sweet, sweet layers of Asics foam. Now, you want to know what?
I get it. You weren't sure what this shoe was for, and I was kind of unsure when I first put it on my feet too. But I will tell you, I have found that this is the perfect shoe for everything.
See, and I think you can use it for something else. So you're going to get two different opinions here. I do think Meaghan's right. It is one of those do-it-all shoes that you can run fast in, you can run slow in. It feels great on recovery day. It feels great when you pick up the pace. So that is a great quality of the shoe. But not everybody wants to race in a plated shoe. And I think this is a great shoe to run for a race as well. I may be thinking about using this for Tokyo instead of the Metaspeed Sky Plus or Edge Plus. I just want that extra bit of cush. I don't think I'm really benefiting 100% from the plate, and I still get that thick ass turbo. Is that a technical term? Thick ass
I don't
turbo.
Think so. I don't think you can
turbo
say that.
blast foam. And I don't know, Meaghan. Other than that, I think it's a really good shoe.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's really versatile. When we went to Austin, Texas this past week, I only brought one running shoe, and this was it. Because it's good for easy day, it's good for picking up the pace, it just works for all of it.
I only brought one shoe to Austin too. We ended up getting more because that's what happens when you go to the running event. But this shoe was the one I took just in case, left everything else at home. If I needed to do speed, if I needed to pick it up, if I jumped into the 5K race, the Indy 5K, I would have worn this. It's just that much fun. It does take a little while to get used to because it is that super max shoe that you're not expecting it to be like as firm as it is. But once you kind of get dialed in, you figure it out. What do you think?
Yeah, I love it.
All
so
right.
Just keep wearing it, and you'll figure it out.
Thanks for calling, though.
Bye.
And, we'll check up with you soon. Hey, have a great. Do you guys do Boxing Day or Christmas? What do you guys do over there?
After Christmas, Boxing Day.
Okay, what do they do for Christmas?
Christmas.
Okay, enjoy that over in the jolly old England, and hi to all you London people. Look, Meaghan's even wearing her London sweatshirt.
Bye.
Bye.
You know what? I'm going to call someone else as well. Dude, I know, second FaceTime call. How awesome is this? Now listen, bro. I got these because of your channel and Believeintherun. So tell me, what are you using them for?
Yo, 40, what's going on? You got some questions about Superblast. I got some answers for you. I know that Asics talks about this shoe as being like this super daily trainer, but for me, this shoe likes to do one thing and one thing only. It loves marathon miles. So I just got back from CIM in Sacramento. I raced in this shoe, 26.2 miles of racing. It worked out really good for me. Feet are feeling great today. But I will say though, I did lack a little bit of aggressiveness that I would like to have had in a race because I want that carbon. But if you've got a long run on the weekend, let's say you're doing a 16-mile run, a bunch of those miles are going to be at marathon effort, marathon pace, this is the shoe you want because you're going to be able to hit those marathon paces, but also recover quickly so you can hit another session in the middle of next week. So that's how I'm using this shoe. Marathon training, marathon pace. This is the shoe that I will pick. By the way, this is the second time now we're talking on FaceTime. First time was when you were not at Chicago, but we talked at the Bean. And this time I just got back from TRE where I really feel like you should have been there. So hopefully next time I talk to you, it'll be in person.
Ain't it kind of cool? If you're not sure about a running shoe, the best thing I can advise you to do is ring the biggest YouTube channels in the world. Right, so now we know what we're meant to do with them. I'm gonna go out and get running in them, and then we're gonna come back in the studio in a week's time, and we're gonna go through what the Superblast was like. Okay, I'm back, and we're going to come on to how I've been getting on with it in just a second. But I didn't do the stats and features at the start of the video because I was too busy getting confused. So the Superblast is, I wrote it down actually, it's £210. We've got, it's easy just to read it, we've got 45.5mm stack in the hill, we've got 8mm drop. Like I said at the start, we've got Flight Foam Blast Turbo and Flight Foam Blast Plus, I'll comment on that in a second. 239 grams, fit true to size. And I think it's RH Plus on the outsole. But yeah, so basically, like Thomas said, we've got 2 layers of foam here. So you've got the turbo and then you've got the plus down here. You've got a jacquard mesh upper. Is it yeah, it's a gusseted tongue, pull tab on the back, and the lacing's quite long, but it's okay. Right, so how have we been getting on with it? Well, you know what? After those two helped me out, and a big shout out to both of those channels. I absolutely love Believeintherun and Kofuzi, and mad love to them for coming on the channel this week. Big love. Make sure you check out both those channels. You've probably already subscribed. Hopefully you are. But it was a genuine question. I didn't know what I was meant to do with this, but after doing 25 miles, I think it's a little bit more this week in the shoe. That's just probably a little bit more, but 25 miles in the shoe this week, I think I know what this is for. So taking into account what they said, both of them, actually if you put the two together, it's perfect, because yes, you can use this as a daily, but for me, this is going to be a long run shoe. And why is that? Because I can cruise at easy pace in this and it feels great. I did notice even when I went out on Wednesday, I was hill striking and I could feel that, but that was fine. It was comfortable. It was no issue. And then when 6 miles on Sunday, goal pace worked a treat. So it's that blend with the shoe of being able to go and do everything with it. And I think even Meg said that actually, that you can literally do everything in the shoe. But I think its sweet spot for me is going to be in that long run, because I'm going to be putting goal pace in there, but I'm going to be doing elements of goal pace, and I can then change through my paces, change through my gaits, and the shoe's going to be able to take it. It's going to be comfortable. We've got loads of foam on the shoe. It's not as impactful because it doesn't have a plate. So for example, you know, with the Adizero Prime X Strung, which again is a long run shoe for me, that's got the plate in it, so it's got that rigidity. This is a little bit more forgiving versus that. So it's a shoe that I'm going to be able to take through, you know, multiple marathon training blocks, and yeah, and it's going to do me just fine. Right, so there's two things that this shoe has that are problems with it. Firstly, the price. £210 is a rip-off. This should not be £210. This should be £165. Right, so it's a slightly premium shoe, but £210 is ultimately the wrong price for this shoe. Okay, so please don't pay £210 for this shoe. Wait till you can get a code or whatever on it. The other issue is the outsole is not brilliant, and you do get like bits stuck in here. I've taken them out for the video, but the outsole is really not 100% brilliant. There's better outsoles on there. Even the Prime X is a better outsole than this, but the feeling is great. You know, just moving on from the negatives quite quickly, the feeling is really nice with the shoe. It really is. It's not an aggressive roll. You know, you've got a bit of a toe spring, but it's not an aggressive roll through it. It just soaks everything up and like sort of springs you up a little bit. And when you get on your toes, it sort of gives you what you need. So it is a really nice blend that they've created with the shoe for those longer miles. For me, I think this is where it's going to work. I think. Obviously, we've not done any big miles because I'm still not into full marathon training. So, you know, I'm sort of reserving judgment, and we'll come back and we'll do a performance review when we're well over 50 miles. But at the moment, I think that's where it's going to go. That's where it feels good. It feels nice at that goal pace, and it feels nice when I back out a little bit. Sort of, you know, it sounds funny, but like sort of into that zone 3, the dead zone. When I'm not running easy, like at 9:45 per mile, and I'm sort of 9:30, 9:25. So I'm sort of between the two paces. It feels great, and that's probably where I'm at in terms of my long run. So I'm transitioning through the different paces, and that's what the shoe's able to do very well. So there we go, guys. Hopefully that was useful in terms of this. I would say, like I said, I don't think this is worth £210 in any shape or form. Please don't spend £210. But it is a good shoe. It is a very good shoe, in fact, for what it does. Do you need it versus the Nova Blast 3? That's a tough one. I would say this offers something for longer miles versus the Nova Blast 3. Nova Blast 3 will do you just fine. But I think if you're really into your marathon training, then this could be worth adding to your rotation and keeping the sort of Nova Blast 3 for those shorter runs in the week, and then adding this to go long. That's the only way I see it fitting in. But the Nova Blast 3 will do a lot of the work that this does, but I do think this will be better on those long runs in marathon training where you're sprinkling in that goal pace. So there you go, guys. That's it. We're concluding now. I know I've probably tried to conclude about 15 times, but that's us done with the Superblast for now. We're going to go and get more miles on it. My mileage is going to increase now because marathon training is kicking in, and then we'll come back. We'll probably do a long run test on it, maybe even a race with it, because we've got a 10 miler coming up, so we could do some stuff with it like that as well, so that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, that's it for me. Again, massive love to the guys at Believeintherun and Kofuzi. I appreciate, they're like the busiest people in the world at the moment, and I appreciate them taking the time to do those little videos for our little YouTube channel over here in the UK. So that's it for me, guys. I will finally let you go. I'll catch you later.